People often sabotage their own progress by speaking too soon, revealing plans that are still in the seed stage. When you begin to talk about your ambitions, you expose them to criticism, doubt, or even jealousy. Worse, your brain sometimes interprets the act of speaking as action itself. You feel good for announcing your intentions, and that feeling can replace the urgency needed to follow through. There's a dopamine rush in sharing your goals publicly. But that chemical high can trick you into feeling as though you've accomplished something when you've done nothing at all. Real growth requires private struggle, not public declarations. When you work silently, you shield your goals from distractions. You develop resilience in private, where failure is a lesson, not a public embarrassment. The silent path demands discipline. It requires that you put your head down and commit to the process, regardless of recognition. You don't need applause. You need grit. Working in silence helps you build an internal sense of purpose. You're not performing for others. You're becoming who you were meant to be. Silence is sacred. It's where you listen to yourself, assess your weaknesses, and refine your strategies. In silence, you're free to fail without shame, to experiment without judgment. Announcing your plans early exposes you to the chaos of other people's opinions. They'll question your motives, doubt your capabilities, and infect your confidence with their fears. Silence is your shield. It protects your clarity. It preserves your energy. Plans thrive in the quiet because that's where roots grow deep. You don't plant a seed and immediately dig it up to show people what's happening. You water it. You nurture it. You wait. Your success will speak loudly enough when the time is right. People often confuse visibility with value. But just because something is seen doesn't mean it's real. Value is built in the dark. Athletes don't announce every practice. Writers don't share every draft. Masters become great through repetition, failure, solitude. The spotlight blinds. Silence sharpens. When you're quiet, you can hear what really matters. You're not chasing applause, you're chasing mastery. That requires solitude, commitment, and a willingness to look foolish in the privacy of your own journey. Most people want to be known before they're excellent. But reputation built before readiness will collapse under pressure. You must become before you reveal. Let your work announce itself. Let the results declare your power. Working silently is not about secrecy, it's about focus. It's about guarding the fragile fire of your vision until it's strong enough to endure the winds of the world. When you work in silence, you prioritize results over recognition. You begin to understand that true progress happens when no one is watching. There are no shortcuts. No cheering crowds. Just you, your vision, and the grind. Silence removes the noise, the distractions, the external validation. It brings you face to face with what really matters: effort, improvement, patience. You don't need to tell the world what you're doing. The world will eventually see what you've done. But first, you must be willing to disappear into your work. Stop talking. Start building. Let your progress speak when it's undeniable. Until then, stay silent, stay focused, and stay hungry. Silence isn't emptiness, it's where the real work happens. The more you protect your plans from noise, the stronger they become. You don't need permission to pursue greatness. You need persistence. You need to stop explaining and start executing. Silence is not weakness. It's power. It's the weapon of those who are serious. Those who speak too soon often fail too soon. Don't waste energy justifying your path. Invest it in walking it. When you operate quietly, you move with precision. You waste no effort defending your choices. You simply act. And over time, action speaks louder than any promise ever could. The modern world rewards loudness, people shouting their plans, documenting their hustle, publicizing every step. But the truth is, the most dangerous individuals are the quiet ones. The ones working in silence, building in the dark, preparing for impact without seeking applause. When you broadcast your intentions, you invite pressure, criticism, envy, and distraction. You start to measure your progress by reactions instead of results. And that's a trap. You become addicted to feedback and approval, and slowly, your work loses its integrity. Success doesn't come from validation. It comes from execution. And execution requires focus. That focus is diluted every time you open your mouth about what you're going to do. There's a time to speak, and there's a time to build. Let your silence be your strength. Let your consistency be your announcement. When you stop talking and start doing, people notice. But by then, it's too late for them to stop you. You've already built momentum. You've already become unstoppable. Silence allows you to move without resistance. People can't attack what they can't see. They can't criticize what they don't understand. When you work in silence, you work without interruption. You create in peace. You execute without fear. You become immune to doubt because your only competition is your past self. Don't let your ego crave applause before the show is even over. Don't let your need to be seen weaken your ability to stay focused. Real achievement doesn't need a spotlight. It needs discipline. It needs silence. While others are talking, be building. While others are debating, be practicing. While others are showing off, be sharpening your skills. There is unmatched power in working quietly. It breeds humility. It breeds strength. It fosters self-trust. Because in silence, you're not looking for someone to rescue you. You're becoming the kind of person who can rescue themselves. Every hour you spend working silently is a deposit into the bank of success. Eventually, that investment compounds. And when it does, the results will be loud enough. Avoid the noise. Stay focused. Not everyone needs to understand your vision. It wasn't given to them, it was given to you. Guard it. Build it. Prove it to yourself, not others. Every moment you spend explaining your plan is a moment you could have spent executing it. Let your success become your explanation. Let your results shut the mouths that would have doubted you. Discipline yourself to be silent. Not out of fear, but out of wisdom. Silence is how you protect your purpose. Silence is how you move strategically. The world is full of noise. Be the exception. Be the one who works in silence and lets their legacy make the noise.